officially a Rocket. He's just one of a slew of all-stars with the looming extension decision. The four-time scoring champ has only 1 year left on his deal. He's eligible to sign a 2-year, $118 million extension. Perk, I think you know this might be my favorite segment we do of the show. Is it a no-brainer for both sides for a KD extension?
Absolutely. This is not Avis car rental. This is him. Rockets going to the dealership and buying a car. They're committed to Kevin Durant, or should be, and Kevin Durant is committed to the Rockets. He's on record saying his next destination before he left the Phoenix Suns wanted to be his last destination. I believe Kevin Durant will retire as a Rocket. They will get the extension done.
All right, let's head to your neck of the woods, DDJ, because Trae Young is eligible to sign a 4-year, $222 million extension with the Hawks. Is Young worth the max?
This is one of the more complicated moves of the offseason. On one side, you have Atlanta, who does not get superstars that often. Its biggest stars is Dominique Wilkins. You have Trae Young, who we don't know what his value is if he does become a free agent. The Hawks have some implications about the other guys they want to sign, the Ricochet and those guys coming up later. I think they do get something figured out. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly at that max number, but both parties want to get these things worked out. A few months ago, it was more touch and go, but I think there's a real contendership and real compatibility there.
Same money, different situation for De'Aaron Fox in San Antonio. Seemed like he was going to be Wemby's long-term running mate when the Spurs dealt for him. But Tim, has anything changed after the Spurs drafted Dylan Harper?
No, I don't think so. When the Spurs made this deal, De'Aaron Fox is eligible for an extension, I believe on August 3rd. I would expect that De'Aaron Fox will get an extension done with San Antonio. That being said, Vanessa, I am very curious about the long-term fit of De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, and Stephon Castle. All three guys that are not great shooters. Will be interesting to see how San Antonio tries to incorporate all those guys.
Last up, Luka, right here in L.A. We all know the Lakers want him to be the face of the franchise moving forward. But Perk, should Luka want to spend the prime of his career in the purple and gold jersey?
You're damn right. We're talking about one of the most historic franchises in sports. Luka Doncic in L.A., the marketing opportunity that he's going to get. Right now, we're witnessing Luka in the front office be on the same page. He's engaged. He's recruiting players. This is the perfect fit for Luka. The stage is set. This is Hollywood, baby.
Several other stars are extension eligible this offseason, including a pair of key Knicks. Mikal Bridges is eligible for a 4-year, $156 million extension. Just 1 year left on that deal. And Cat has a couple years left, but he can extend for another 3 years if he declines that player option. So let's stick with the New York Knicks because my friend Tim here covers them heavily. The Knicks made some really aggressive moves. They got Cat, they got Bridges, but are they going to pony up the cash to keep them around?
We'll see what happens with the Knicks this summer. They're in an interesting spot, as you mentioned. Mikal Bridges, 1 year left on his deal for about $24 million to become an unrestricted free agent next summer. I think there's more urgency to try to get something done with him because of the fact that he will be a free agent next summer where there is a lot of cap space around the league, and there are not a lot of guys to spend it on. And Mikal Bridges, while he might not necessarily be worth the several draft picks the Knicks gave up for him, is a guy on the wing who's a 3-and-D player on the wing. Every team in the league is looking for that. You can plug and play him in all sorts of situations. So I think getting something done with him will be good for the Knicks if they can to try to lock him in long term. The Karl Towns situation is interesting. As you said, he could sign a 3-year extension potentially this summer. He's got 2 years left plus a player option for $61 million. A little less of a need to get something done right away. But the Knicks obviously like their group together. They're trying to build forward in the East. And with all the injuries that have happened, it's really the Knicks and the Cavs and everybody else out in the Eastern Conference.
100%. DDJ, let's get to you because this version of the Knicks are tied with the Cavs, as he was alluding to, for the best odds to win the Eastern Conference. Is this the core that can get the Knicks over the hump?
It's got to be. I mean, this needs to be the core that gets them there this year. I mean, this has laid out for them perfectly. There's no Celtics, there's no Tatum, there's no Halliburton, there's no Pacers. Giannis and the Bucks are probably not going to be factors. It's really this team and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you're the Knicks, you say, hey, the Cavaliers have not gotten to that Eastern Conference Finals. They have not shown themselves in the playoffs. We made the conference finals last year. We have a core. We got the coach that we asked for. We wanted to get rid of Tibbs. We have Brunson. We have Cat. We have another year of them together. We better get to the finals because it is laid out perfectly for us to have this first chance to do this century. So this core needs to be the one that gets them there.
I agree, and it needs to be on the back of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Is why the Knicks should lock in and focus on extending Karl Anthony Towns. That's the best. Karl Anthony Towns is the best big man they've had since Patrick Ewing. Right, he's still a top 5 big in the NBA right now. Like all NBA last year, All-Star last year, and although he had trouble defensively against the Pacers, he still put up some great numbers in the Eastern Conference Finals. So when you look at what they could do together, right, they have a year under their belt. Last year they were one of the best pick and roll duos in the NBA. You lock in Karl Anthony Towns. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Mikal Bridges could wait. You go ahead and lock in one of those guys. You got Jalen Brunson. You locked them in last summer, and then you continue to build off of that. Everybody else around those two, except for the exception of OG Anunoby, are auditioning. Right, Mikal Bridges, he got to come with it and come better. Obviously, him and Tom Thibodeau didn't see eye to eye. We saw some of the statements, some of the meetings that they had last postseason. Now you got a new coach in Mike Brown. Let's see what you bring to the table on a consistent basis.
I don't know if our crack producers can pull back up the numbers on the odds to win the Eastern Conference on the screen that they showed before, but with the Boston Celtics having Jason Tatum out for the year, with the Indiana Pacers having Tyrese Halliburton out for the year, and losing Miles Turner in free agency, you had the 3rd and 4th odds last year, as you see right here, thanks to our producers. The Orlando Magic, who have not won a playoff series since 2010, when Dwight Howard lost to Perkins the Celtics in the conference finals in Game 6, which I was at. And listen, I was there for it. It was a great game. And the fourth favorite are the Atlanta Hawks, who did not make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's wide open.
It's not wide open. It's those two teams at the top. They are way ahead of the field, right? For both the Knicks and the Cavs, this is the opportunity they have to take advantage of. Both these teams have young cores that they put together that they thought had long runways. They did not think the runway was going to get this clear this fast, with the Celtics being out of the way and with the Pacers being out of the way because of injuries. For both the Knicks and the Cavs, as I believe David said earlier, the urgency is now to get to the NBA Finals and give yourself a chance to win a championship, because these opportunities do not come along very often. You're never going to have a better chance than they both do this year.
Yeah. Why has it been such a slow start to the offseason for the Golden State Warriors?
Vanessa, the Warriors' entire offseason has been essentially on pause for one player, and that's the restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. And they have wanted to figure out his situation before making their other offseason moves. And so I saw Jonathan Kuminga this morning at a workout in Miami. He's in good spirits. He had a good workout. He did tell me, though, that he is in absolutely no rush on doing a deal with the Warriors right now, and he's not accepting their current offers. He added that he wants to continue to explore options with his agent, Aaron Turner, whether that's continuing conversations with the Warriors, but also sign and trade options that are available to him in the marketplace.
Okay, Sham, so you use the term options.